Good morning. I want to do another aromatic dressing video and give you a little bit more insight into why we choose the oils that we do. So for this aromatic dressing, this morning I'm splitting it up into two parts, my lower half and my upper half. So we think of all of our chakras as well when we're thinking about where to place the oils on our body. So it's not just moisturizing our legs or moisturizing our arms. We want to focus on what each chakra is doing in the body. So we have the root chakra at the bottom. So that's going to be all our feet, our legs, all the way up to our pelvis, right? And then our sacral, which is right there, also our pelvis, our lower abdomen, our hips as well, going up to the solar plexus, right in between where the rib cage meets, our power source right there, our heart, all of our love, our heart chakra here, our throat chakra for our voice, our third eye chakra here for forward vision and how we see things, and our crown chakra, our spiritual connection. So that's what I'm taking into account when I say my lower half and my upper half. So each of these oils is going to be for our lower aromatic dressing. And the other day after someone saw the video, they told me, I just don't know how I could know all I just would never know the oils the way you know all the oils. Well, I want to show you this process today. This book is Essential Oils and Emotions, Essential Emotions. But this is my favorite source for knowing what the oils are doing emotionally in our body, because they have all different uses than they do physically. The Essential Life book, this is going to focus more on the physiological benefits of each of the oils. So these are two reference guides that every oiler needs to have in addition to your oil so that you know how to use them. So the first oil that we're going to be adding in, and this is my aromatic dressing bowl. It already has, I let my baby help me in. That probably wasn't the best idea. But this already has fractionated coconut oil and yarrow palm serum as the carrier oil. So fractionated coconut oil, yarrow palm serum, that's the base of our dressing, our aromatic dressing. And the first oil that I'm going to put in is black spruce. Black spruce, when I look it up in my book, I learned so much just by reading this again. So black spruce is the oil of stability. And this helps in times of shock or crisis or high stress. It helps, with anything causing emotional disruption, helping us return to a grounded and balanced state. Of all of the grounding oils, which we often talk about tree oils, spruce oils are going to be the most grounding and the most beneficial for these stressful feelings. It has mastered the art of energy and conservation and endurance. Black spruce trees teach individuals how to regulate their physical energy by listening to their body's rhythms and needs. Black spruce models how to persevere through the storms of life by strengthening from one's roots. I'm not going to read the whole page to you, but if you're feeling unstable or depleted, fearful, exhausted, and dealing with dysfunctional generational patterns, I haven't talked much about generational trauma and generational healing yet in my videos, but it's definitely been something I've been studying, and I just feel so much for the Black community right now as we think about them, the Native American community right now, as we think about how many generations of pain that has been passed down through their DNA. So black spruce is incredibly helpful for helping to clear and work through those things. It promotes stability, feeling resolute, grounded, enduring, and balanced. So that was the first oil to go in, was black spruce. Then I'm going to put in cedarwood. Cedarwood is the oil of community. And black spruce physiologically, I'm not going to read all of those because that wouldn't be FDA compliant. But I can say that black spruce promotes healing, especially if you're dealing with cellular health healing that needs to happen. It helps with our adrenals, supporting our adrenals when they're feeling tired and fatigued, which is something we've been talking a lot about with stress. Feeling disconnected from your potential, black spruce can connect with that. It supports the respiratory system and clear breathing. However that may be closing up, it supports clear breathing. It also supports healthy blood pressure and any kind of hormone-related outbreaks and skin stress. It really supports our hormonal health as well, especially right in this area. Our hormonal health supports a healthy thyroid response. And with men, it can also help balance their testosterone levels and bring those up. For women as well, our testosterone levels tend to get really drained when we're stressed out. So this helps with those levels as well as supports our memory. Black spruce, huh? It's a good one. Okay, so black spruce was in first. Cedarwood. Cedarwood is great for our skin also. If you have dry skin or any kind of really dry skin, it's fantastic for that. So cedarwood is wonderful when we're shaving our legs and making sure we have nice smooth legs there. It also helps to support our mood, balance the chemicals in our brain that support a positive mood and help us to focus as well. It's grounding. So it's not as grounding as a spruce, but it is very grounding because it's a tree. So anytime we have trees, we think of those roots going into the ground and keeping us calm. So it does promote calming and lessens any anxious feelings that we may have. It supports brain health in some weird things that the brain may be doing and triggering into. And it supports our urinary system as well. So cedarwood is the next one in here. And emotionally, cedarwood is the oil of community. So it helps us know that we don't need to do it alone, that we can reach on the strength of others. Did you know that roots of trees, they really communicate to each other underneath the ground? So even if we're standing strong on our own, we can still reach out and communicate with others. Cedarwood, if you're feeling an inability to form social bonds, if you're feeling lonely, it's huge right now. Loneliness kills more people right now than anything because of all the side effects of that. So feeling separate from the human family or antisocial at all, cedarwood can help promote feelings of emotional connection, belonging, feeling supported, bonding socially, being able to socialize, and being more community oriented. And I like to think of this as thinking about everyone in our community and how we can support and work together. So cedarwood was right in my blend, and these are all going on the bottom of my body to support my roots. The next oil that's going in is clary sage. And clary sage is one that many of us think of for supporting our hormonal health right away. So it's one of the top oils for women, and it's great for our skin as well. So this is also very soothing, kind of like we'd use lavender. Clary sage is fantastic for our skin. If you wanna perk up the ladies, clary sage can help perk up the ladies. Again, it's wonderful for women's hormones, so it's one of the top ones I recommend 36 weeks or 37 weeks and beyond in pregnancy, and then throughout breastfeeding as well. It supports so many things, and pink eye. I shouldn't have said that one, but any kind of eye infections, it can also support that. Okay, great for sleep as well. But emotionally, clary sage is the oil of clarity and vision. So I'm typically applying this around my brain, but today we're going to apply it on the bottom half to support my hormonal health as well. So if you're feeling confused or feeling darkness, spiritually disconnected, hopeless, blocked creativity, clary sage is an oil to use. It will promote spiritual clarity, intuition, feeling open-minded and imaginative, and being more spiritually discerning. What voices are you really hearing? What are the good voices? What are the bad voices? What's coming from God and what's coming from the adversary? So clary sage encourages individuals to remain open to new ideas and new perspectives. It can assist during a healing crisis when a drastic change of perspective is required. Clary sage assists in opening creative channels and clearing creative blocks. So, clary sage. I think 2 drops of that in there. Isn't this beautiful to go through? So when you start learning about the oils, you're not going to need your book out for every morning, right? But I wanted to show you the process of where we're getting this information so you can design your own aromatic dressing in the morning. Copaiba. Copaiba is part of my daily ritual, and not just for aromatic dressing. I often am putting it right under my tongue. So copaiba is great for, how do I say this? How do I say this compliantly? This is great for supporting healthy inflammatory responses in the body, making sure that our body is not overreacting to things, and we're bringing down any reactions that may be higher than they should be. It's also supporting healthy liver response, helping our liver to flush out what it needs to flush out. It supports the respiratory system. It supports our foot health. If you're dealing with discomfort in your feet, try applying copaiba really anywhere. It's also great for cellular health, or if our immune system's out of whack, whenever the body is out of rhythm with itself, copaiba is fantastic. It is emotionally the oil of unveiling. Put a drop right under my tongue. It invites individuals to connect with their past. Copaiba respects the sacred sheltered within until it is ready to emerge to the light of consciousness. It then invites individuals to become thoughtfully aware of the shadow aspects of themselves and discover who they really are. If you're just getting into personal development, I highly encourage you to get to the point where you're doing the shadow work. Shadow work is incredibly important. Let's go into that darkness. Let's see what's going on there. Instead of just trying to cast it out and banish it, let's honor the shadows in our life as well and see what we can do to get insight and heal ourselves. So if you are feeling, I'm not going to read all of this. It's a long one. Copaiba. This is all about copaiba right here. If you're feeling shameful, guilty, regretful, self-loathing, feeling less than, unworthy, suppressed emotions, or you're feeling rebellious, this can help you feel worthy, self-aware, very clear, forgiven, redefinition of self. Who are you now? And feeling purposeful in your existence. So copaiba, such a good one. And then adaptive. Adaptive is the calming blend. And actually just because of the length of the video, we're just going to do the lower half today. I'll do a second video for the upper half if you'd like to see that. So adaptive, compliant language, we're saying this can help reduce anxious feelings. It can help reduce feelings of sadness. It also helps with hormonal health and balancing that out. If you're feeling a lack of motivation, or you're just feeling mentally exhausted, having trouble concentrating, adaptive is very helpful for that. If you are feeling achy or discomfort in your body, that is usually caused from stress. That's one of the top things. Adaptive can help reduce that in our body. Those are some of the, it's fantastic for the brain. So those are some of the support systems that adaptive does. And emotionally, it is the oil of adaptability. So it imparts reassurance and calm when an individual is caught in cycles of constriction, tension, worry, solitude, or uneasiness. If you are in your mind, these cycles where you just kind of spin out into worry, spin out into what ifs, and well, if this happens and that happens, and we're going to lose everything, right? Adaptive can help us calm down and think rationally in those moments. So if you're dealing with feelings of anxiousness, feeling uneasy, worried, self-critical, obsessing, controlling, or fearful, then adaptive helps you feel reassured, calm, clear, confident, self-acceptance, liberated, trusted, upheld, safe. Beautiful. So we have our beautiful aromatic dressing blend. I'm going to just stir this up, and I'm going to apply it from the bottoms of my feet up all through my legs and around my hips as well. I'm not going to do that on camera for you guys because it's not that kind of show. All right. I can't wait to hear about your aromatic dressings, and I will do another one for the top half. But I want to hear what you're using, and maybe if one of these oils really stuck out to you as, oh my gosh, that called to me, listen to that calling for yourself. Your body is always giving you clues and signs as to what it needs. So enjoy your day, your intentional day, and your aromatic dressing.